Hey, welcome to class. A beautiful evening to you, young learners of mathematics, wherever you are listening or you're watching from. So, we are going to start our first edition of our GSS 1 series, starting with our first term scheme of work. And the very first topic we shall be looking at is our whole numbers. I want to believe that a majority of us we are quite familiar with what whole numbers are. With what whole numbers are, isn't it? Right from our primary school, we know what whole numbers are. We have one, this is an example of an whole number. Two is an example of whole number. Three is an example of whole number. 100 is an example of whole number. 1,500 is an example of whole number. 2,000 is an example of whole number. 10,000 is an example of whole number. 1,000,000 is an example of whole number, and so on and so forth. So, what are we going to be looking at in this our class? We are going to be looking at how to write numbers in words, how to write whole numbers in words, how to write whole numbers in words, how to write them out in words. We are quite familiar from our primary school. If you have something like this 1, 2, and we are asked to write it in what? Your guess is good as mine. So how do you write your 12 in, how do you write 1, 2 in what? 1, 2 is 12, isn't it? 1 and 2 is 12. You have just succeeded in writing that in word. Okay, let us progress to the next. Let's say we have 120. We are asked to write this in word. So we'll say this is 120. But I'm going to teach you a trick of how you are going to be getting your numbers. And that trick is called place values. You put place values on your numbers. Okay, let's go for 120. What is our first place value? Our first place value is units, followed by tens, followed by 100. So, followed by 100. And when you want to write this in word, this is nothing but 120. 120, isn't it? 120. Okay, let us look at example 3. We want to write 4120 in words. Using the concept I told you, put place value, that will make it easier. So my 0 is my units, my 2 is my tens, my 1 is my 100, and my 4 is my 1,000. So in writing this in word, this place value will guide me. So I have 4,000, 4,120, 120. Are we together? I hope we are following. So let's go to the next example. I have 5, 2, 8, 5, 6. And I want to write this in what? What will I do? Following what I told you, put your place value. This is my unit. My 6 is my unit, followed by my tens, followed by my 100. My 2 is my 1,000. And my 5 is my tens of thousand. My 5 is my tens of thousand. So when I put this together, what do I have? You join all the thousands together. So I'm going to have 52,000, 52,000, yes, 52,000, 856. 856. Are we together? 52,856. So, if we understood this, I don't want the class to be too long. I want you to put your pen to paper and write these in words. I want to say classwork. I wrote classroom. So write these figures in words. Write these figures. Write these figures in words. So what is our first figure? We have 25. The next figure, we have 250. The next figure, we have 2456. The next figure, we have 40128. The next figure, I have 1568. The next figure, I have 59173. The next figure, I have 20008. I want you to write all of these in words and submit your assignment. It's a bye-bye for now. Continue our O number series this morning. In the last class, we have been able to look at how to write from when the number is unit up to tens of thousands. Okay, so let us look at this. We can also have this. You may be asked to write in words. Let's also see this. You are asked to write in words. You are asked to write in words. Let's see this. 2, 4, 5, 8, 2, 3. Like I told you that the trick to writing all of these things, the trick to writing them properly is to put place value. So let's put our place value. The first one is our unit, followed by our tens, followed by our hundred, followed by our thousand, followed by our tens of thousand, and followed by our hundreds of thousand. So when we combine them together, let's combine our thousands together. Our thousands together. That would be 245,000. 245,000. 245,000. Okay. 823. As simple as ABC. 823. With that, we have just written that figure in words. Are we together? Okay. So let us see the second example for today. Let us see this. 100,000. Okay, let's make it. I want to clean this. So we have this. Okay, we have this. And we have been asked to write it in words. Okay, so let's put our place for these are units. These are our tens. These are our hundred. These are our thousand. This is our tens of thousand. This is our hundreds of thousand. And this is our million. Are we together? So, without wasting our time, This is nothing but 1 million. 1 million. So a million has six zeros. A million has six zeros. So this is 1 million. Let us see another example in the range of this, in the range of million. They could give you something like this. They could give you something like this. Write in words. Write in words. Write in words. So let's say we have 7456760. So the same thing. The place value will always help you a lot. So we have our units, followed by our tens, followed by our hundred, followed by our thousand, followed by our million. Oh, sorry, 100,000, followed by our tens of thousand, followed by our hundreds of thousand, and lastly followed by our million. So when you want to write this, you take them one after the other, you group them. 7 is the only million, and so we have 7 million. We have 7 million. Group all the thousands together. We have 456,000. 456,000. 456,000. Then group the last three together, and that is 760. 760. 760. And you have successfully written that in words. Are we together? So now let's look at this. Let's look at this third example. We are asked to write this in word. Write in words. We want to write in words. We have 76708127119. Okay, 812719. Want to write this in words. The same rule applies. Put your place value. This is my unit, followed by my tens, followed by my hundred, followed by my thousand, followed by my tens of thousand, followed by my hundred of thousand, followed by my million, followed by my tens of million, followed by my hundreds of million, and after hundred of million, the next thing is billion. So my 7 is my billion. So how do I write this in? That will be 7 billion. 7 billion. Group all the millions together. That will be 670 million. 670 million. 670 million. 670 million. 670 million. Okay. Group all the thousands together. Group all the thousands together. That will be 812,000. 800. 812,000. Then we'll group the last three together. That will be 719. 719. 719. Are we together? 719. So now let's just do summary of our place value. So any number Any number, you should follow this pattern. Summary of place values. Summary of place values. What is the first place value? That is units, followed by tens, followed by hundred, followed by thousand, followed by tens of thousand, followed by tens of thousand, followed by hundred of thousand, hundred of thousand, followed by million, followed by tens of million, tens of million, followed by billion, sorry, followed by hundreds of million, hundreds of million, followed by billion, followed by tens of billion, tens of billion, tens of billion. Then the next one is hundreds of billion, hundreds of billion. Then the next one is trillion. Sorry, um, billion. After billion, we have tens. Okay, sorry. Um, Hundreds. We have hundreds of billion. So after hundreds of billion, we have our trillion. So we can stop here for your level. Trillion, tens of trillion, tens of trillion, hundreds of trillion. And I want you to go and carry out research and find out more. But for your level, this is just okay. So, when you eventually become a president that wants to read the budget of the country, no number will be too big for you to read out to the nation. So, that is the importance of studying these numbers, how they can be written in words. We don't want a president that cannot pronounce figures, because when you eventually become president, you'll be dealing with billions and trillions in your budget. I want to believe this class, you have really enjoyed it as much as I have also enjoyed it. So before I go, I'll leave you with this. Try this. Try this. So you are to write them in words. Write them in words. Write these in words. Write these in words. So we have 7125189. We have 1000000. We have 7865791 2. We have 1768796. Okay, try to write them in words and submit your answers. 759142860. Write them in words. I'll be waiting in the comment section.